Hi everybody, today is July 3rd, 2019. We are in Tithi Pratipat, which means the day is ruled by Agni, as well as having Surya's energy. Today we're going to talk about lagna Kanya. So that means you will have a number 6 in the first bhava. And I always like to go over which nakshatras Kanya will be covering. So, Kanya will cover Uttara Falguni in pads 2 through 4. Kanya will cover the entire nakshatra of Hasta and will cover Chitra in pads 1 through 2. So folks, today we're going to use Sage Parashara's teachings from his Shastra, and I will begin by having the 6th Lord in the first bhava, which it will be for all lagna Kanya. So the effects of the 6th Lord in the first bhava: the native will be sickly, famous, inimical to his own men, rich, honorable, adventurous, and virtuous. So let me read that again. 6th Lord in the first bhava. The native will be sickly, famous, inimical to his own men, rich, honorable, adventurous, and virtuous. And moving over with the 7th Lord being in the second bhava, the native will have many wives, will gain wealth through his wife, and be procrastinating in nature. And moving with an 8th Lord in the third bhava, the native will be devoid of fraternal happiness, be indolent and devoid of servants and strength. So for you folks who may not know what fraternal means, it means when you have peer connections, whether that be at work, with your workmates or classmates at school. That fraternal means when you have peer connections with people like your own age and your own groups. And moving over for the 9th Lord in the 4th bhava, the native will enjoy houses, conveyances, and happiness, will have all kinds of wealth and be devoted to his mother. And moving for a 10th Lord in the 5th bhava, which it will be for all our lagna Kanyas, the native will be endowed with all kinds of learning. He will be always delighted, and he will be wealthy and endowed with sons. And moving for an 11th Lord in the 6th bhava, the native will be afflicted by diseases, be cruel, living in a foreign place, or living in foreign places rather, and troubled by enemies. So let me read that again. The 11th Lord in the 6th bhava, the native will be afflicted by diseases, be cruel, living in foreign places, and troubled by enemies. And moving for a 12th Lord in the 7th bhava, the native will incur expenditure on account of his wife, will not enjoy conjugal bliss, and will be bereft of learning and strength. And so, folks, conjugal, and I know I'm not saying that word correctly, but it means like marital bliss. Like, not, it means bliss with your own partner, your spouse. All right? And moving for a first lord in the 8th bhava. The native will be an accomplished scholar, be sickly, thievish, be given to much anger, be a gambler, and will join others' wives. So let me just emphasize that word too, much anger, is just one O. So let me read that again for you folks. The first lord in the 8th bhava, the native will be an accomplished scholar, be sickly, thievish, be given to much anger, be a gambler, and will join others' wives. And moving for the second lord in the 9th bhava, the native will be wealthy, diligent, skillful, sick during childhood, and will later on be happy, and will visit shrines, observing religious code, etc. And moving for the third lord in the 10th bhava, the native will have all lands of happiness and self-made wealth, and be interested in nurturing wicked females. And moving for a fourth lord in the 11th bhava, which it will be for all of our lagna Kanyas, the native will have fear of secret diseases. He will be liberal, virtuous, charitable, and helpful to others. And moving for a fifth lord in the 12th bhava, the native will be bereft of happiness from his own sons, will have an adopted or purchased son. So folks, that concludes this lesson, and I want to thank you so much for learning about this with me, and it was my pleasure to offer it to you folks, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.